Hey, welcome to a little good morning yoga flow. This is just a really short sequence to help you wake up and get some energy going. All you might want for this is two blocks, and they're just an option. So if you don't have them, you can use books or nothing at all. I'm going to place them up at the top of my mat, and then we're going to begin lying down. Gently draw your knees into your chest, and you can either rock a little bit side to side here or make some circles with the knees. And these first few poses, lying down, you could even do when you're still in bed, if you have the space and that feels good. Massaging the spine, just gently starting to find a little bit of movement in the body. And then when you've had enough there, take your arms out wide and let your knees drop over to one side. Take a big breath in, a big breath out, and then switch sides. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Come back to center. Come now onto your knees so you can either rock and roll back and forth or just roll to one side to come up. And we're making our way into child's pose. Knees can be together or wider. Either one will work here. As you stretch your arms out in front of you, release your head down toward the mat. With every exhalation, think about sinking your hips a little lower. Starting to breathe now in and out through the nose if it feels comfortable. And then press your way up to hands and knees. And so now we're lining up shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And we're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. Before we start to move, spread your fingers really wide and think about dialing the fingertips out so you're finding energy here, even if this pose doesn't feel that physically challenging for your body. Take a big breath in as you start to dip your belly down. Open your chest, lift your chin. Exhale, round the spine. Tucking your tailbone, gaze toward the navel. Inhale, reverse, belly dips down, chest open. Exhale, round in. And as you think about making movements between these two poses, think about articulating your entire spine here. So from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. And then back again. Let's do one more. And now come to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. In down dog, hands are shoulder width, feet can be about hip width or even a little wider. Knees can be bent a lot. Find any movement here that feels good to help you continue warming up the body, pedaling out the feet. It might feel really great to turn the cheek to one shoulder and then the other. A gentle nod, yes, of the head. Yes, for having an amazing day, starting it with a little gentle, mindful movement. And then start to slowly walk your feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Take ragdoll. Feet are mat width apart. Knees can bend as much as you need. Let your hands hang heavy. You can bring your blocks in here and allow your hands to either rest on the blocks or you might reach for opposite elbows. Wherever you are at, allow your head to be just heavy and free. Release your hands. Heel toe your feet in toward one another. Both feet are on 12 o'clock, so whether you've got big toes touching or feet about hip width, both feet are pointing directly forward, and then slowly roll up, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. As you come all the way up to stand, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, mountain pose. Take a big inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, dive forward, hinging from your hips. Inhale, lift halfway, create a long, flat spine. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. You might notice I'm inching my right foot up, and so if you feel like you want a little bit more length, you can find movement to get that. Let your hips sink low here. Lower your back knee all the way to the earth, and then either keep hands on the ground, great place again to use your blocks to start to get a little bit of height, or reach your arms all the way high. And here, in this grounded lunge, think about energetically pulling your right heel back, pressing your left hip forward so you get the scissoring effect in the legs. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. Step back to high plank. Shoulders are over the wrists again. Option to lower to the knees if you need. Take a big breath in. And then wherever you're at, lower to the knees, chest and chin. And then inch your belly all the way down to the earth. Tops of the feet come onto the mat. Inhale, lift your chest, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Empty out. Step your left foot all the way up to the top of the mat. And if you need to use your hand to help you get it there, that's absolutely fine. Runner's lunge. Think about peeling your shoulders down away from the ears as you stretch your back heel behind you. And then lower your back knee. Hands come to blocks, to the thigh, or reach high. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck your back toes under to lift your back knee, and then step your back foot up. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Extended mountain pose. Rise up, reach high, and then exhale, fold straight back in. We're going to do one more round like that. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back. This time, option to keep the back knee lifted, and then maybe bring the blocks in. You can adjust the height as you need. And then start to straighten the front leg and rebend. And think about connecting that movement with your breath. So use an exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. An option to lift onto the heel as well as you're doing that. Inhaling to straighten, exhaling to bend. And then next time your knee is bent, hold there. Keep your left hand down and take a twist to the right. Reach your right arm high. You can do this with the back knee down as well. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hand comes down. Step back plank. Big breath in. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin, and then inch all the way onto the front of your body. Inhale, cobra. If you feel ready for a little bit more of an opening through the back, you can start to press into the tops of the feet. Press a little higher in the hands and come into upward facing dog, lifting the thighs off the mat. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Step your left foot forward. Bring in your blocks here. And on the side, bending and straightening. the leg. Moving without force, using your breath to guide you into each and every movement. And then as you've had enough movement here, hold with the knee bent. Keep your right hand down. And your right hand, I'm moving my blocks out of the way, but your right hand could absolutely be on a block. As you twist to the left, reach your left hand high. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bring it down. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And then one final burst of energy here. You can stay standing. I'm going to come down so you can see me on the screen. Start to rub your hands together, and you can close your eyes if that feels good. Start to bring a little heat as you rub the hands faster, faster, faster. And then release the hands. Place both hands on top of the heart, on top of one another. Take a big breath in, a big breath out. Feeling warm, ready to start your day with love, with kindness for yourself, kindness for others. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this flow. Let me know what you think.